Hey, I'm Kev Kim. Welcome back to Supercross 4 has welcome to round 12 in Salt Lake City. As the gates drop for the first heat race here, as we try and finish in the top 9 to make it through to the main event as Pleasant very slowed up. Those bar shut. Oh no, we hit the top block on the inside there. That's kind of slowed us down. No, and this like Barsh is still over. Oh, Barsh is down. Well, riders are invisible in front of us as well. As we got Tomac behind us. And who's that? AJ behind us. Very colourful AJ as well. As we've got Blake Baggett in front and Weeks. Well, this seems like a tougher top layer here. This race. As head of Austin. And hello, it's Dean Wilson again. Dino. As we've got Brayton and Freesey leading the way. Barcher nowhere to be seen. As Tomac rounds out the top 9. As go on, look at them going over these sections. That's all. Who's down? That's Freesey. This is a tough rhythm sections. And we're getting a hang of it though. To be catching up to Brayton. A bit wide in that hairpin. Well, that's a tough corner. Look at AJ in the top 5. In this heat race. Yeah, last time out, had a very good outing here in let's see for the first 7 races here. With virtually one hand on the tires. Weeks up to 3rd. So we're just looking to get a good result here and almost get the championship champagne out as Robin now around at the top 9. As Barsha in 5th. Tomac down to 13th now. Not sure what happened to E though. Oh, I don't like this track as much as the other one. This is like Rhythm Central, this track. But you've got lots of rhythm sections to nail here. We don't like this top there as much. It's a bit drier. It was like a bit not as smooth as the first race. Well, that is a quad there. So keeping up with Brayton. Weeks in 3rd. Barsh in 4th. AJ in 5th. You can see that time's 53.8 there, so slightly longer course than the first race, but still comfortably under a minute. Just like all of the Salt Lake City tracks, I believe. I think we've ridden around all of them, or at least practiced around most of them. Raced a couple online. It's neck and neck with Brayton. Oh, where's he going? Cut down the inside. Come on, get away. And the more powerful leg there. Oh, he's pushed us wide. The tough blocks. Definitely won't be getting our scrubs out here. Very tough. As AJ up to 3rd in a Barsh in Weeks. Lucky we got that whoop section to save us. Round is that. Doing poorly. As he enter the penultimate, that Prince Freesey rounds out the top 9. As we've got Dylan in last, unfortunately. Not sure what gear to be in, actually. But this maybe 3rd's better than 2nd. So there's the clacks. Oh no, jumped way too much of that. Gonna make this the triple. Oh no. Got hit by Brayton. Just about joined in front of him though. As he got up and half to go, crowd loving it. As Barsh back up to 3rd of AJ. But very impressive outing in the heats from AJ. It seems like he's going to be that performer who does great in the heats, but it might drop off in the main event, unfortunately. They go final that time then in Salt Lake City. 2, that is. Looking further down the order, seen the likes of Benny Bills in 16th, Blake Baggett in 17th. Some big names not going to make it through from this heat to the main event. A mad scramble in the last chance to qualify it. Just about making that section, but that could be the one jump we can scrub. Maybe think of doing that in the races, in the main event. Yeah, definitely throw the other out over this one. One requires a bit more skill, so it's like, not sure about it. We'd have Wheelie City here. Let's go through the final burn. And across the line. So we're actually the only rider dipping into the 53s, it looks like. As we beat the Justins, Brayton and Barsha. AJ, great job on the Kawasaki there. As far of Wilson in Austin. James Weeks on the Yamaha as well. Great job ahead of Jerry Robin on the Honda. I don't think we've seen that name in the main event, have we? So far this scene now, and Pleasure grabbing the last spot just ahead of Tomac, Creasy, Cunningham, Alex Ray, Baggett, Bloz as well down in 90th after superb top 5 last time out on Easy Yamaha. So another big name's going to be missing out on the main event.
Hi everybody, I'm Ralph Shaheen along with Ricky Carmichael here to bring you all of the live action of Monster Energy AMA Supercross, an FIM World Championship. Ricky, this is going to be a very challenging track, one of the toughest we've seen in a long time. We are about to find out who's got what it takes to win. It's time to go racing.
Well, Ralph, this is certainly one of the toughest tracks ever seen in this competition. The riders have to be in their best shape in order to win in the Emerald City.
Listen to that crowd. They're screaming just one name. Let's see if this rider can thrill the fans with a big win.
So here we are, starting on the inside alongside Reed and Hill and AJ and Gates dropping as we get underway for the main event under the lights. As we go down the inside of Reeders, Hill taking out all of the subplots on the inside as we battle with our championship rival AJ. He's still a rival, remember, he's still second in the title race. As, oh, we almost land on him. Oh, very wide, very wide. Oh, this is too messy. Gonna have to reset ourselves a bit. Oh, we can't triple it. As, oh my god, the hell, rider went flying over there. As we're very wide in the hairpin. As here comes, who's this? Davalos. As we're in 12th. 13th, should I say. As, yeah, just too messy there. Oh, with us landed on Martin, and that's allowed, who's that? Creasy by. Has got Webb and Tomac here. Lots of big names here in the midfield. As we get by into 12th, that burn and that Witham section saving us out here. As AC leads the way then ahead of Osborne and Robin, Jerry Robin. In third there, Anderson and AJ as well in the top 5. Absolutely crazy order at the end of the first lap. See how it changes throughout this main event here. Oh my, what the hell? I did not aim for that. Oh, okay, that might actually be, oh no, that would be a move if we didn't get shoved wide like that. Yeah, absolutely shafted by Vince Creasy there. As they take it out on Cooper Webb. By Cooper. He won't be very happy after the race with his teammate. Get back past Vince. The top 10 right in front with Roxton and Pleasant. Oh god, we got into Pleasanter too much. And Pleasanter. Well, it was Pleasanter. As it's Osborne and AC. Comfortable lead over Jerry and Justin. That's a bit better of that room section. No, we got the pace. He's just need to be careful. Oh, just need to be careful. There's riders everywhere. Who's that? Pleasanter, Wilson as well, struggling that. We can nip down our inside there, but he took the wide line there off the burn. That seemed to actually work really well. So might need to do that again as you get down the inside of Anderson. So passing a few Asvanas. Maybe Roxton as well. He's trying to get past AJ. He's already falling backwards after a fantastic start. As we get past the legend Chad Reed as well, elbows with him. There's Hill, and suddenly we're in the top 5 from nowhere. As it's at 53.7, there's Osborne leading way ahead of AC now. And there is Jerry in third. We can see him right in front. fairy tale main event for him so far. As here comes the ultimate Chad, the legend Chad Reed, back at us. As we give him the elbows. Give him quite a few elbows in the last few races. As Robin's dropped outside the top three. Justin Hill. Well, pulling it for Robin. Fairy tale. As now we're going to do it as well. As there we go. Wheelie City. There's all here a bit ragged there at the end. That all over the place. There's Osborne ahead. And we set another 53. Can't see 53 or 54 there as AC leads the AC leads the way in Osborne. It was ourselves, but bike suddenly got no power. Well, come on, bike. We just slid wide forever in that corner and then couldn't get going again. So suddenly from third down to battling for second, down to 8th. Get past Barsha. Here comes Wilson. Let's scratch halfway mark of this race. That was very strange. Very strange we're going to get back up to speed immediately. I think it's because we're like casing the joint because that is a rhythm section. So it's like probably the toughest place to get going again apart from this. Around the outside of AJ. Didn't touch him. Messed up slightly. As AC has a second and a half the lead. This is probably the smoothest race he's had all season. He's looking for his first win this season as well. AC. As he catches back up to Roxon and Reed battling over the top 5. As Kawasaki advertising out of order there. Someone's hit that. Maybe Robin, who's dropped down to 5th now behind Reed. As you look a bit down the inside of Roxon. Should have corners like that, higher speed corners where you can get multiple lines going. Oh, this tough surface just catching us out there. About got really city going. A little too late to make a move up the order. As we're back into 54s at least. On the inside of Robin as well. Oh, he's not giving us room, is he? No, we are. No. Needs to give us room. So here comes AJ. Oh, we had to go wide to avoid AJ. So who's that down? It's Reed. Reed down. Oh, no, we touched Reed. That's an automatic. That penalty, I think. I think we get docked to that for that. Touching Chad Reed like that. We're up to 6th. Got 5 in front. AC doesn't have that big a lead actually. Seems like it's down to like a second now. 1.3. 6 seconds in front as we get round Robin into top 5 and look who's ahead. It's Roxon who's back on form. Someone's gone down. Might have been Osborne as Roxon shoves us very wide. What? Why have I been reset? What? I literally got shoved wide and cost myself a spot. Why have I been reset for being wide? What the hell? And then we've got Robin. He just dropped down as well. So we're back down to 8th. Some of the penalties are weird in this game. We did that in previous Supercross as well. As leader across the line, second. Bit of a gap to the rest now. So we do build up a big head of steam over that whip section as... Oh, God, look at AC's lead. 3.7. So, yeah, Osborne did fall. But Hill up to second. Then we've got Roxon and Reed. As we're behind AJ having a race. I thought he might drop off after that fantastic race, but no, AJ's passed it up in the main event. Fantastic to see. Get the wide line off the burn. As we into the last couple of laps then of the main event. What could have been, really. But all the way back up to third, and then we kept sliding wide, heading towards Mexico. And then we had the reset as well. Which again, I'm not really sure what for, as we set off fast as that. Riding angry now, 53.2. As we catch up to Reed. Came to 2.5 on AJ on that lap, or AC on that lap. Hopefully still get a top 5. Oh yeah, that corner is tough. As you've got AJ behind, you've got Cooper Webbers are up to 8th. He hasn't really appeared this race as Cooper, but seems to be making moves now up the order. We're just about quadded. Alright, come on. Wheelie City. Around the outside of Reed. Had to give it up, dear Chad. As to do another 53. Hey, we could still get a podium here. As Osborne battling hard with Roxon. You can see Hill's not far in front of his fellow Honda as well. As Osborne a bit all over the place in front through that section. What the hell? Oh, that is so much smoother getting the launching off that tight left-hander off that burn there. Get a really good launch. So we discovered that. Is it final lap time? Is that 2 laps to go? Final lap time. Sorry, Osborne. I said we really do carry ahead of steam as we're into the 53s again. As Osborne after battling AC earlier, the race lead. Not even going to get on the podium, is he? As he's still ahead of Chad Reed. So we didn't eat him too hard. Try and get past Roxon it. As Hill in second, it's also being gained on, but I think too little too late from us too. Oh, didn't quite crawl it. I think that's our podium chances over. The over Reedy City. Oh no, got into the Toyotas. No, Toyota. Out of the way, Toyota. As I think that's karma from Zach Osborne as well. Oh, as after 12 laps, around 12, AC wins on his Kawasaki. A long overdue victory from ahead of Justin Hill and Roxy. Round up the podiums on their Hondas. Head of theirs, Varno of Osborne. Chad Reed with a great top 5 ahead of ourselves. As once again, one of the few riders dipping into the 53s along with Osborne and Webb. We finish ahead, and AJ, outstanding performance on these Kawasaki ahead of Dean Wilson and Anderson on there as Varners. And then just outside the top 10, Barsha, Davalos, Eli, Austin as well. Jay Robin, who was in the top 5 at the start, coming down to 16 by the end as Justin Brayton in last, just behind James Weeks. In the championship, really by 70 points as AC, that is his first victory of the season, and he extends his lead to 14 points over Webb. He's just 3 ahead of Hill and Roxon with his first decent result in a long time. Back into the top 5 ahead of Osborne, Anderson and Barsha, with Martin back into the top 10 ahead of Eli. As Baggett just outside it now as Brayton drops outside the top 10. Dean Wilson up to 14 ahead of Plessinger as well. Chad Reed in 16th, closing that gap up as well with another top 5. Austin up to 24th as well. As looking further down, you've got Joan ran out top 40. As yeah, still just 43 riders to score points. I guess we're not going to see these other 22, are we? I guess it's just random if the other 22 appear. Yeah, a bit disappointing we don't see them. As I think, oh, it's tied. Okay, so neither of us got a whole shot. Neither of us fell. No, we fell, didn't we? Oh no, we went wide at the end, got reset. No, we didn't fall, did we? Neither did AC. We set the best time, of course, day one, so they beat us on the rivalry, but yeah, tied. Oh, got away with that one. So next time, it's round 13, unlucky for some, and the third round in Salt Lake City. With a 70-point lead, we've got like a 2.5 race in lead, roughly, with 5 rounds remaining. So a victory here, all but steals the title. So we'll see if we can do it, as AC, you saw he's on form though, here in Salt Lake City. Oh, so Webb as well, finishing close to us. Hill and Roxon and Osborne, like all these riders in the top 10 of the championship, been very close to us in Salt Lake City so far. So South watching, so you can get back to winning ways next time.